Hello everyone, welcome back to another ranking, and this one will be a bit different. So instead of just doing like a book ranking, I'm instead going to be doing a video game ranking, and this will be all about every single Dadish boss. So without further ado, let's do this. 15 pizza slice. So this one is basically a hot dog, but his name is, well, Pizza Slice. And basically his plans is to basically ruin Dadish's day. The problem is that he's so easy to complete. All you need to do is hide in the sections where you can just not get hit, go up and get the box and throw it on his head. There's really nothing else special because it's a simple boss and nothing, hard is thrown into you. 14, Burgurlar. So Burgurlar is the first guy you encounter in Dadish. And I forgot to mention in Dadish 3 that Pizza Slice is the first guy you encounter in that game. The reason why I put this one higher is because he looks more cooler, but the boss is still simple because all you need to do is basically jump on his head, away from his head, go and then just press the button multiple times until you win. There's not much to it because it's a simple boss and it's just not that interesting to, play because it's so easy. 13, Sharon. So Sharon looks very intimidating. The problem is that it's just so easy. Literally, I finished this boss in my first ever try out of pure curiosity. I don't know if that was actually true, but still, this boss is so simple. You basically have to jump around to try to avoid the french fry and try and hit the button. Don't go too close to the button sometimes because sometimes Sharon will not hit it frequently at the right spot. You didn't get in the right spot. And still, this is just an easy boss that I put it higher because it is a little difficult. But in the end, it's just stupid easy. 12, Maureen. So Maureen says that she loves Dadish, even though they just met. But then Dadish just denies it, and Maureen is super angry about all of this. And I actually managed to complete this one in my first try ever, but I don't know. This boss is just, I don't know. You have to bounce on the balloons, get the key, and then make her fall into the void. But honestly, if you know practicing of balloons, it's a very easy boss, but I kind of little struggled, but I still got it on my first try, so I don't know. It's not really a great boss by any means. 11, Hot and Tasty. This is the very first boss you encounter in Dadish 2. The reason why I put this up higher than the other two first bosses is because it is a little bit difficult, because I kept dying during this boss. I think I died once or twice, I forgot, but honestly, the reason why I put this one higher is because it has some variety, but otherwise, the boss is pretty simple and pretty just easy. I don't know. These Dadish bosses are starting to become super, easy than just regular games like Super Mario. Like, come on, Dadish must be creative. When it comes to bosses, of course. 10, Mr. Turtlefax. We're getting into the bosses that are actually starting to become a bit creative. So basically, he would spit out some gun things, like some grenades and stuff, and basically tries to destroy Dadish. In order to stop this guy, he must hit those kind of cactuses kind of things. Cacti, you know what I mean. And you will basically get stunned. In the final phase, he basically goes very insane. But if you aim it just right, he will kill himself instead. So this is a very interesting boss because you have to be very creative to not go fast, but to go very slow on your actions. 9, Churgurnular. It's basically kind of like the opposite of Burgurlar, but it's a different person. Because in this game, Dadish 2, you control Burgurlar. So anyways, basically, you must avoid his chickens and stuff. And then you have to press the button, which spews out possums. You must do it at the perfect time, otherwise you may mess it up and you may not actually, hit him. And actually in this footage, this guy doesn't even do well. What is this guy even doing? Anyways, this is very creative because, you have to think about when he's gonna do it and when he's gonna stop. And come on, does this guy in the footage really know how to play? I'm just kidding, he knows how to play. He's just waiting for his time to come and destroy. Anyways, very easy boss. I mean, not really easy, but it's very creative. 8. The Foreman. So, fun fact, Space Darkina is not related to Lord Darkina. Anyways, this boss is, well, controlled by a burger, from the mustard kind of robot kind of thing. Anyways, this boss is, what you expect. Basically, it spits out the squirt, you press a button, and to make so that the honey, like the bee nests come, and if it squirts it just right, the bees will come and attack them. You have to do very precise on when it comes and when it doesn't come. It's a very creative boss because you have to be very creative on what you must accomplish, and also just be natural about when it's gonna hit and when it's not gonna hit whatsoever. 7. Broad. Broad is making food with dirty diapers and lint. Ooh, gross. Anyways, this boss is, well, basically you must press a button. You have to be super careful of the bread, and it basically, when you press the button, acid comes out and you will just get demolished from that. And, it's an easy boss, but it's very creative because you have to be careful when to hit it and when you don't mess up. If you mess up just one single time, you ruin something. But whatever, this is a fun boss and all, and I absolutely love this. 6. Hotdog. So yeah, this is before Pizza Slice was ever seen and when Dadish first met him. Anyways, this is not an easy boss. All you need to do is basically press the button and it shoots out fire. The problem is that he goes very insane. When you get to the when you hit him over and over, he becomes very more insane, and it's a tough boss. But I absolutely love that challenge because it makes it a very interesting boss, and it's also one of the most interesting bosses ever in the Dadish series. It's so cool that I really wish I was that insane guy. Actually, I'm sort of am. 5. Icecream. He's not really helping out with Lord Darkina, but he does fight Dadish because he thought Dadish said frozen yogurt, so whatever. Anyways, he goes very insane. You have to press the buttons at the perfect time and spikes will come out and he will destroy him. I love this boss, and there's just one issue about this. It is only on the Nintendo Switch version and not on the iOS and the other versions because it sucks because this is a fun boss and all. In fact, my reaction has many views because of this reaction, because of this boss. Anyways, I absolutely love this boss. It's one of my favorites. 4. Party time! Dun, 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 dun. Okay, maybe he's sleeping. Never mind. Anyways, basically, he will go up and down, and you basically have to get that fire. You gotta be careful of that water, though, because that will kill you. Anyways, he switches over and over, and I know it's a slow boss, but it's very interesting because you always expect something very fast at you, but seeing slow is a nice change of pace. This is why I put it higher, because it's really fun, and yes, I know it's slow, but you know what? It's a difficult boss, and I absolutely love that sense of challenge. 3. Lord Darkina. So the final 3 bosses in these videos are actually the final bosses in these videos. This one's the worst one. Not that I hate this one, but it's because, the other ones are better, but that doesn't mean it's the worst one of them all. Basically, he goes up and down over and over. You press the button to pop out some spikes and pray that he lands on them. And he goes insane each time he would do that. So this is a very interesting boss, and eventually you just basically smother him into destroy glasses, which is crazy. This is a very fun boss, and it's definitely one of the best one in the entire game. 2. Lord the Dolphin Kanrud. If you spell it backwards, it says, well, Darkina, which is pretty interesting. Anyways, this is where we find out that the Dolphin was Kanrud the entire time. We had no idea who Kanrud is until the final world, which is very interesting because you've been helping out with him the entire time. He was helping you. So basically, he spits out rockets, and you must use the bubbles to basically aim it at, the Dolphin. And it's very interesting because, you wouldn't expect this kind of challenge in, the final boss. And of course, yes, there's more bosses that have challenge, I know, like Party Time. but it has a very creative idea, and, it's absolutely fun to, try out. It's not number 1, though, because, I just feel like the number 1 is the better one, and that number 1 is 1. Space Darkina. This is literally Lord Darkina, but instead his name is changed to, Space Darkina, because, why not? Anyways, this is my favorite Dadish boss because it is difficult, it is very interesting. He spits out so much fish, and you attack him with, a fish rocket. And every time you do that, he goes very, very insane. I should mention that Lord Kanrud also does this, but the reason why I put this one higher is because it goes even more difficult than Lord Kanrud, because it has so much stuff happening. You have to very, very pay attention to how you're going to destroy Space Darkina. I absolutely love this sort of challenge because it makes it one of the most interesting bosses in the entire series, and also my favorite one. So yeah, this is the best Dadish boss I have ever seen so far. Before I end this video, I did not include those chase scenes in the Dadish 3 game because, they're just more of chases and they're not really, bosses. But yeah, that's a lot of Dadish bosses. It's not a whole lot, but it's so much. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!